Corwin Amendment was designed to prevent any future amendments to the U.S. Constitution from interfering with or abolishing slavery. It stated, "No amendment shall be made to the Constitution which will authorize or give to Congress the power to abolish or interfere within any state with the domestic institutions thereof, including that of persons held to labor or service by the laws of said state." The Corwin Amendment was supported by key figures, including outgoing President James Buchanan and incoming President Abraham Lincoln. Although Lincoln personally opposed slavery, he was willing to back the amendment as part of a compromise to avoid secession. Despite the North's willingness, through measures like the Corwin Amendment, to allow slavery in existing states, the Civil War still occurred because the core issues went beyond the preservation of slavery in the South. By the time the Corwin Amendment was proposed, many Southern leaders and citizens had developed a strong sense of Southern nationalism. They believed the South's way of life, culture, and economy were fundamentally incompatible with the North's. For them, secession was not only about protecting slavery, but also about asserting independence and preserving Southern identity. For many Southerners, the time for compromise had passed, and they were ready to form their own nation, the Confederate States of America. By the time the Corwin Amendment was introduced, 7 Southern states had already seceded: South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas. Their departure from the Union was motivated not just by slavery, but also by a rejection of Northern political dominance and economic systems. These states had already formed the Confederacy, and their leaders were committed to independence. As a result, the Corwin Amendment was seen as too little, too late. Conclusion. While the North showed some willingness to allow slavery to persist in states where it was already entrenched, the Civil War erupted because of irreconcilable differences over the expansion of slavery, economic interests, political power, and the future of the Union. The deep mistrust between North and South, combined with the growing momentum for secession in the South, made compromise impossible by 1861. Thus, the Civil War broke out, despite efforts like the Corwin Amendment to prevent it.